guys who are falling in the potential fallers who are worth trading for. I mentioned the offensive lineman. I mean, Troy Fatanu checks out for sure as a guy that could, drift down the board a little bit and be drafted. Fashanu, if you're the Chargers. And then you have the quarterbacks, Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix. You have some wide receivers, specifically like Brian Thomas, excuse me, who I think, I don't know, I think he could end up going a little bit higher than maybe people think for. Anybody, a faller on this list that you think could be worth trading up for, guys?
Well, I think Brian Thomas Jr. would probably be, if Cincinnati stays at 18, Breach, I feel like that's in play.
Yeah. I mean, look, the Bengals are going to have the pick of the litter. And again, they're just one of those teams that everybody has a tough time predicting. Last 2 years, everyone thought they were going to take an offensive lineman. They went defensive in the first round. This year, everyone thinks they're going to take an offensive lineman, and they might. But, I mean, receiver, defensive tackle, I think, are wide open. And again, we mentioned the Bills as a team that might go after receiver. I think that Brian Thomas Jr., if he falls out of the top 15, then if you're the Bills, you're thinking, all right, that's within our range. We don't have to give up a ton like we would to get in the top 10. So maybe that's someone. And then obviously the quarterbacks with Michael Penix Jr. and Bo Nix, and we talked about this a little bit, is that getting back to the top of or the bottom of the first round so that you do get that fifth year on the deal is a big deal. We saw Lamar Jackson get taken 32nd overall. We saw Paxton Lynch when he got drafted by the Broncos, not necessarily a big name, but someone who was taken at the bottom of the first round. Jordan Love taken at the bottom of the first round by the Packers, even though they traded up to get him. But you do see it where teams take guys after quarterbacks, specifically after the 25th overall pick. And I could see a team trading up to get maybe Nix if he's still available there at the bottom of the first round, even if he's not projected to be a first rounder by most people.
I also think Baltimore's a team to look at 30 that possibly trades up. I mean, their offensive line is absolutely like ruined. So if all of a sudden there's a run on tackles, I could maybe see them trying to get into that mix with whatever Tyler Guyton or any one of those tackles.